wait.
That's
I
on
am
period.
not done. Now here's the fun part. This is such fun. My daughter and I, we came here in advance of this amazing event so that we could look and be part of Roma. And we were in a restaurant literally 2 nights ago. And it was a very simple restaurant. It looks like a grocery store where they have long tables where everyone sits next to it, everybody. Not a big deal. And at some point, somebody at the table said, "Are you Rita Moreno?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "West Side Story?" And I said, "Yes." And they called over all of the waiters and waitresses. "This is Rita Moreno of West Side Story." And the reaction was, "Uh-huh. Very nice." They had no idea who I am. So I thought, I need to do better than this, or I will lose face with my daughter. So I said to them, "I will tell you why I am here in Roma." And I explained that I am in this film and that I get to do a scene with Dom, who is my... Well, they went crazy. They went crazy, and the whole damn store just started to scream and yell and carry on. West Side Story, yes, very nice. But Fast and Furious, oh, Dio mío, increíble. It's true.
You can get up on that.
As the theater kid in me dies a little bit inside, that they don't know West Side Story, I'm going to applaud that. Miss Charlize Theron, ma'am, I feel bad for making you follow that. I'm not just going to go ahead and say I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That was incredible. But I will say this. You did some incredible things yourself on this movie. I guess I have to go ahead and say it takes a woman that does a movie like Atomic Blonde and things like Furiosa, going back to Aeon Flux, if you folks are paying attention. This is something that I know you love, but you also had a tight window. You had to be Fast and Furious with not just one, but 2 epic action sequences, really operating in some moments. Talk about how your career as an action star led you to be able to, because again, these are very big productions and there's so much going on, to stay grounded, stay centered. And again, your character, she's terrifying and she's never flinching, but we just really love watching her kick butt. How do you sort of balance that when you have all these competing things and you're kind of on your own in a couple of those scenes?
It's just so nice to be out of a fucking box. Like, it's just like, I'm so happy. I'm not just like, yes, standing and staring and intimidating and I just remember Donna Langley saying at the last premiere, she just walked up to me and she just went, "That's the last time you're doing that. Next time you're going to be working."
All right, Donna.
And I got scared. I was like, oh. But I mean, it's intimidating and also great. I kind of kicked off the movie, Jason and I. A lot happened in the beginning of the movie, and I was on a tight schedule because I was shooting another movie here, and so I had hard dates out, and it's all physical stuff. It's, you know, just stuff you can't rush. We had very limited time to kind of work with each other, but we were both ready, like physically ready. We were doing all of that stuff separately. So when we came together, we had a really good foundation. But you're still always like, I don't know, can she fight? I was like, she looks like she can fight. And I just remember meeting her in the gym, and she was already like, she was there before me, and she was like fighting or sweating, and I was like, oh fuck. And then we just ended up having such a good time.
She has sharp elbows.
I
These are
do.
the things you learn.
Sometimes I'd be in the middle of a fight with her, and then I would be like, "Oh my God, that's Charlize Theron," and I'd be like, "Oh shit, she's punching me," you know, like I forget that I'm in the middle of a fight. You know, it was pretty damn cool. You rock, babe. Because by the way, fighting with people who don't like to give it everything, and who have any lines that they don't cross. It's a problem because then you can't be free in your expression of body.
And we have no boundaries.
And like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, she just looks like the kind of person you can throw against the wall,
Yes.
and somebody
And
who
she'll
will
say
throw you
harder.
against the wall,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taking a turn.
So like, I like, you know, we need more Charlize Therons in the world. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, stop. From the OG, I mean, from the OG.
Taking it back to girl fight, everyone.
Yeah,
girl
I
fight,
just,
ladies
this
and
is the
gentlemen.
OG right here. I mean, before any of us. You are really, truly one of the toughest bitches I've ever met in my life. Like, hands down. And I'm from South Africa. That's where we make tough bitches. I don't even remember what your question was, but it was fun. Whatever it was, it was fun. Yes. I got COVID in the middle of it, and that was even fun. That's how much fun I was having.
I appreciate you on that one. I want to bring it back to you, Louis, sir, before we get out of here as well, because we've talked a little about the global scale and everything, but we haven't talked about the stunts. And I want to specifically at least preview a stunt that was on a storyboard, that was on a map, that you then have to turn to folks like Donna and Peter at Universal and say, so now we got to make this, guys, so help us do it. And it's like a whole thing. What was that stunt this time, if you can preview it for us?
Which one are you talking about?
Whichever one you want
is
to. The most intricate, the most complicated, the one that
every stunt we bring is incredible. I mean, it's never been done before. And what we do is we make it practically. We use visual effects to help us, to enhance, to really make it safe. But it's the stunt players, it's our amazing second unit directors, Spiro Radzatos, who's been with us, Alexander Witt, and it's not my fault. Rome gets a little hurt and, you know, damaged. That's Spiro. I had nothing to do with it. Alexander Witt, who you know has done the Gladiator movie, amazing, and then Olivier Schneider, amazing fight coordinator and second unit director who did all the fighting, who helped the lady. So yeah. Every time we do an action scene, it's incredible. The trick is also that, as you've noticed, the actors are doing their own stunts. They are in the middle of it all, risking everything. Yes, it's true. Like when I arrived, I saw Michelle and Charlize fighting to the death. I was terrified. The punches stopped an inch from, like a centimeter from each other's faces, and they're incredible. So yeah, every stunt we brought to Universal, they're like, "Are you crazy? We cannot do this." And yes, we did. We did everything, and we did it for real.
There was a day that when I was working where we actually we had to stop because they were like, no, you can't do that. Like, for real, you can't do that. And like producers had to come in, and I was like, guys, I can do this. And they're like, no, it's just you can't. And I was like, I can do, like, just once. Like, let me just do it. But it was like that kind of practical stuff that if we weren't allowed to like do it, and I think a lot of movies don't invest to have people like actually try and do it. So that's what I think makes this movie great.
And I do appreciate that the Minders had to tell you no. We are running out of time, so I do have to go ahead and cut us short. But Mr. Vincer, I just want to give you this last thing. Folks got a lot of choices sometimes on where they can go for action and adventure. Give me a quick little tagline, sir, as to why folks need to spend their summer with the Fast family. What makes this saga, what makes this story different, and what makes this an action movie that really separates itself from the others, from the pretenders?
20 people up here who could answer that question better than me. Who wants to take that? You go ahead.
Okay,
you take it.
I'm just going to ask you guys. Name me one boat, and by boat, by movie or franchise. Name me one boat with a captain like Vin Diesel.
Oh, wow. That is the truth. You, sir, are what makes this unique in every way, shape, or form. This press conference. Yeah, go ahead.
I would have to say that, if anything, what we're doing is we're inviting you to take a walk with us into the sunset.
Ooh.
We're inviting you to take a walk with us into the sunset.
Again.
And this is, 23 years and counting. And it's just, it's a graceful goodbye.
Well said.
Do it in
And
the
do it in
cinema.
the
Don't do it at
Yes.
home.
Don't
do
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 it
it
at home.
in the cinema.
Go to the theater. Thank
Go
you
to
so
the
much.
theater. It'll be spectacular.
And on that note, we will go ahead and call it a day. But if we could go ahead and thank the folks at Universal Pictures, Donna Langley, Michael Moses, Peter Kramer. There's so many folks to thank. I want to thank all of you for listening. I want to thank this incredible cast for being here. And that is it. Everyone, let's go see Fast 10.